Well, Marvin, it's certainly an interesting afternoon when you follow Queens.
Yeah, I know. They're all interesting afternoons, aren't they, Sandra? You're moaning about our grey hairs that are coming ever so quickly, but no, listen, it was a fantastic performance from the boys. I said to them today, at half-time that you were 2-0 up and you have to show a different side to yourselves and be resilient. And, when you do go on a counter, make sure you punish them. Then obviously we go down to 10 men. And they put the pressure on as they do, as all good teams will. And the boys dealt with it absolutely fantastically. The substitutes went on that pitch today and made us better, which I always speak about. It's a squad game, heading things away, blocking things, staying compact. I couldn't be prouder of all of them. Every individual out there, I'm so proud of them.
Especially that last 20 minutes when they were up against it, they really threw their bodies on the line.
They did, and that's what we've been speaking about, and that's the important thing. All good teams have a solid platform to go off, and that's not just about the defenders, I mean defensively as a whole team, and we showed that again today. Gavin Riley up front working his socks off, then we get to change it, and then Kyle Doherty, I think, pulls something, but then he says, no, I want to stay on the pitch, we need to win this game, and that's what I want from absolutely everybody. It's fantastic, it really, really was, and the defenders in there heading things away. Carl McLennan getting cramp, whether he really had cramp or not, he likes to just get a bit of attention, that boy, so who knows. But no, listen, to a man, they're absolutely fantastic today.
The last 2 weeks we've had to come from behind, but today it was the side getting off to the best possible start. The perfect start,
and again, before coming out, we said no teams are going to look at us and say, well, they've conceded 3 goals in the first 15 minutes of games, get after them early, they might be switched off. And I said it's so important that we start well today, and that is a dream start. And what I meant by starting was we don't concede. We have a solid platform, we build our way into a game because we know our fitness and everything else will begin to take over. But what a brilliant start, fantastic run by Harvey, great finish, and that really set us on our way this afternoon.
And then a superb free kick from Regan to just before half-time.
Honestly, Regan actually does stay out and practice free kicks, and I don't think I've seen him hit the target once. And someone behind me said, no, he's going to score this, and I was like, I hope he does. I really, really hope he does. But what a fantastic technician that boy is. He really, really is. In the centre of the park, getting on the ball and spraying passes around, and that free kick is something that he should be adding to his game definitely, because he's got the ability to do it. I've kind of run out of words to actually describe it, because it was a fantastic free kick. Left the goalkeeper with no chance, and I'm so proud for him.
Up against it in that last 20 minutes because of the incident that involved Gordon getting a red card. How do you see all of that?
Not very well, because if you pan your camera into there, I'm a long, long way away from what happened. And genuinely, it's probably 3/4 of a pitch. I didn't know what happened. I just saw the red card come out. I didn't actually know who it was for, So, listen, he's been sent off. I'm unsure kind of what it's for, but I thought. From where I was, and at first I thought, was he pulling the ball away as he elbowed? So I actually don't know, Sandra, if I'm honest. So I'm just guessing at this moment in time, and obviously the referee's a lot closer than I am.
He's very upset about it, so he's not happy about the decision. So that probably speaks for itself.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen his reaction to it, and like you said, he's extremely upset. He said it wasn't a red card. I haven't gone into basically to find out the information behind why the red card was there. I said we'll deal with that later on. Today was about praising the boys and him as well. He's part of that in winning this game of football, because it's a very, very difficult place to come. And as you said, last 20 minutes we were under the cosh. So listen, it's all about praising them, and we'll deal with the red card after.
You had to change your mind pretty quickly at that point, because you had 2 subs lined up to come on, and then had to change your mind pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, the luckiest thing was probably that they weren't on the pitch, and then that happened, because then you've used 2 substitutes, and then looking at a slightly different shape. But listen, me and my staff are paid to make quick decisions and snap decisions, and at times I can get emotionally involved, and I've got Granty and Marsh working behind the scenes, thinking about things and what could happen. So yeah, listen, once he's sent off, we know Charlie's going on first and foremost, and then obviously we threw on Paul with it as well, and decided to take both of the wingers off, which was a substitute. Those 2 were coming off anyway to freshen it up, but we had to change our shape, and listen, we went and did that.
Every win is an important win, but to come to places like this throughout the season and pick up 3 points in the way that you have is key to the season, isn't it?
It is key to the season, and like I say, it is an important win, and it's a massive win because it's a game that was here, the here and now. Again, my enjoyment's gone from that. I've had my post-match pizza, Sandra, my bottle of water, as you've seen, and now I move on to next weekend. These wins are for other people to celebrate. My job is to win games of football, so I won't pat myself on the back rather for doing that. Yes, it's lovely winning games, especially when you come this far. Absolute delight for the players, but now my intentions move forward, and as I said to them, go and enjoy this win because you deserve to do so.
3 wins in a row.
Yeah, Yeah, like we said before the game, it's about being 3 games unbeaten. It's about going on those runs, those mini runs during the season. Sometimes you're going to face a defeat and a bit of adversity, and then you have to bounce back from it. But at this moment in time, it's 3 wins in a row, which I'm absolutely delighted with. 3 very different games in terms of how we've gone about it. Different sides to our games that we've had to show. It's absolutely brilliant. But as I said, I'm very greedy when it comes to football, aren't I? And I want 4, 5, 6. So concentrate on the next one, which can make it 4 games unbeaten is a bare minimum. And if we can get 4 wins in a row, that's absolutely fantastic.
And as you say, that's the minimum that you're going for when you face Montrose next week.
Yeah, it's just the way we are. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm the manager of Queen of the South, and I'm putting a squad together that I believe in. Individuals that I believe in that I know will work hard for me, work hard for themselves, and work hard for each other. So yeah, we're going to every game full of confidence. We come up with game plans. They're extremely intelligent footballers. I know they're young, but they are extremely intelligent. Their football knowledge is right up there. They want to better themselves constantly, and that's what I need at this football club. So yeah, now we're looking forward to the Montrose game, and again coming up with a game plan. How do we win that game of football? Because it's not going to be easy.
No Daniel Church today. Losing Harry Cochrane first half. So is there?
Yeah, Daniel, felt a slight tightness in his hamstring in the last game against Annan, but stayed on. Then he trained yesterday, and he felt something again. Nothing major, but it was just a warning. So that's why he's not involved today. Harry Cochrane's gone over on his ankle. Said I think his moles got caught in the Astro. I think it was relatively dry today, so that's happened to him. And then obviously Carl Dockett, he's felt something as well. So yeah, I'll speak to the physios, and we'll see where we go with that. And on that note, actually, Jim, who came up and physioed the game today, that win actually is for him because we were struggling to actually lay our hands on a physio. Obviously Jim's retired now, and he came and did it for us. So before the game it was all about going out there and putting on performance for him, and I thank him from the bottom of my heart because we really were struggling to find somebody, and he's taken he's obviously Saturday off because he's not due to work any games anymore, and he came and done that for us. So literally that win is for Jim, and the boys are ever so grateful, and myself included in that, and my staff.
Just one final thing, Oscar coming in and making his debut today.
I think Oscar's had enough of me already in 24 hours because the amount of times that I've been speaking to him and explaining things and getting a lot of information into him. Listen, Oscar's a player I've been aware of for a long time. Coming through the youth ranks at Hibs, obviously made his first team debut at the back end of last season. Somebody I didn't think would be available for loan, and we've managed to bring him into the building. I think he's shown what he's about today. For a young man, he's up and down, he's full of energy, he listens, he's good in the air, he's aggressive, and he's got a big career in the game. Whenever any player's here, whether it's a loan or a permanent player, I'm here to make them better, and I'll do that with him. But yeah, listen, fantastic, and listen, I think he found out this afternoon, early afternoon, that he was starting today. I spoke to the staff and said, let's let him have a good sleep, because no one knew about Daniel Church, so I imagine Oscar thought he was going to be on the bench, and then today I was like, right, you're starting. And then, listen, he's taking it in his stride. And what performance to build on, really, coming up here, like you said, a tough place to come, the performance that he put in, and everybody else. So yeah, he's under that umbrella of, one of the ones that I'm proud of, and, he'll get better and better as he gets used to the way we play.